Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. And in this video there will be a special one, and you will see, or you can join me to see what happens in the shop when things go wrong. So months ago I have installed complete timing belt kit. Make sure everything's fine, but months and few days later, vehicle is back and it has a severe coolant leak. The customer wasn't sure what's happening, just kept adding some kind of coolant or the water. So he brought it back. I said, yeah, bring it immediately. I will inspect it for you in the morning and we will go from there. When I looked at it, I saw immediately when I put it on the lift, the coolant is coming from underneath the main crank pulley or that harmonic balancer. So it was obvious something failed on my own job, and I would like to share it with you. And I kept taking it apart more and more until everything is removed, and this is the result. On this 2UZFE, on this V8 engine, there is an unfortunate situation when you are installing the first part of this timing belt kit, and that's a water pump. So here you can see the gasket. It's a steel rubber gasket, and there's nothing wrong with it. It didn't fail. There's one weird design thing on it. This is the new timing belt. It's one weird thing. There is the pipe, coolant pipe, which goes inside of this opening. So this is the water pump, and when you are installing it on the front of the engine, you have to force this on the pipe with the new O-ring which you have replaced. Before I will show you the damaged one, here are actually the parts from that job. I saved them because you never know, you might one day use this maybe. But you can see this is used. It was this identical job, it was this engine, and this is the O-ring. This is the small one. There is one more which also have to be always replaced. I'm going a little bit backwards, but I'm just trying to explain you. So this big one is here. That goes inside here, and that's from thermostat housing, which we have right here. Right? So you can see this is the O-ring which didn't fail, which you are pushing there, but I have that small one which failed, and I will explain why I think it's unfortunate. So this, what is it? 10 cents, 5 cents, 25 cents, dollar, whatever this cost. This created havoc. Now let me finally go and present you the one. I didn't touch it on purpose. It's still there. I wanted first share this with you, document it. So do you see that pipe? That brings the coolant backwards towards to the firewall. And you have to, when you are installing the water pump, you have a guidance here from the stats. And unfortunately, there's no way to wiggle it on it, something you are pushing it on it. What we do, what is clearly recommended, you have to lubricate that O-ring, that it's not being pinched or damaged while you are carefully pushing that water pump towards to it. And you are just praying that it will be not pinched or pushed backwards. I think it's a little bit weak spot of this entire installation. As you can see, if you imagine water pump in front of it, there's no way to confirm, there's no way to put a little mirror there, because this entire space, it's filled by the water pump. There's no way to go from behind and see, oh, did that O-ring got pinched or what happened? Do I have it perfect? And in this case, it took actually 1 month. This is the first time I will remove it. I waited for you. I'm already in works. I'm already working on this additional hour, calling with the supplier. They are bringing me right now. We need to wrap it up quickly. They are bringing entire timing belt kit, new one. I will give them the old parts. We need to take care of the customer as fast as possible. So everybody's working their butt off. And I will have to file a claim. These are the things I want to share with you. I will have to file a claim for the labor because I'm basically redoing 8-hour job. So let's pull that bugger off and see how it's shredded. I want to do it live. I don't want to somebody say, oh, you made it up. Holy moly. Look at it. Look what happened to it. Wow. So you saw the one, the previous one, which is right here. The old one, which I removed. This is the new one. So complete ruins. Now, I was thinking maybe this cut it. Maybe this was sharp or something and cut while I was forcing it on it. Maybe it did cut it, but actually it's not. I even went and looked on the old one. I unboxed the old one and I compared the openings. This is what came from that 400 months ago. But everything seems to be absolutely identical. I really recheck everything. There's no sharp edges. And for me, it will be forever mystery how it shredded that O-ring. The only dilemma I have right now, I'm getting the identical timing belt kit. All the parts will be identical. I'm already thinking ahead, and I'm thinking, shall I use the new O-ring? You can trust me, I will be really closely inspecting it, and I will be lubricating it, right? What is good, you cannot put some wheel bearing grease that might cause the leak, but what do? You put a lot of soap, hand soap, the liquid soap, and that lubricates, that helps you to nicely, slowly push that water pump on top of this O-ring on that pipe and not damage this. So this is something interesting for you, what you don't see very often. Of course, it's a nightmare. I've already spent the whole afternoon taking it apart, communicating with supplier. They are bringing me the set, as I said, and they already explain, I never dealt with it, they already explain how to file for the labor laws and how that will be done. So, of course, the highest priority is the customer. Give him the vehicle back ASAP, which might be within 24 hours. The parts are available locally, so that's the good stuff about it. It's a nightmare for me, but somehow I schedule myself carefully because I always want to film for you. We are here not just a shop, we are YouTubers here for you, so we don't overschedule ourselves. And that's basically reason why I was able to work on it the whole afternoon. So I hope you find this interesting, what is happening in the automotive industry. I'm not the first one and I'm not the last one. These things are part of it. Unfortunately, the parts fail. I will always have a bad feeling installing these water pumps because I think the design is not good. how you can recheck that you did it correctly, how you can recheck that it didn't get pinched. Well, you cannot. You have to wait until you build up pressure and then you see if it leaks or not. So that's unfortunate, but I will keep taking these jobs and working on them. Tell me what you think about it, what is your experience, and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching, my friend, and have a great day.